We had some major technical difficulties. I don't know what was happening with StreamYard, Hash, but I started it on Twitch, and then I had StreamYard up because I created these banners, which half of them have disappeared now for PBL. So the banners are going to be for PBLU. Anyways, long story short, it started kind of working right. And then I was in the middle of the countdown on Twitch, and I was like, well, let me get the hell out of this thing so I can get Hesh in here. And that's where we are. Happy Tuesday, Hesh. How are you?
Happy Tuesday to you. Hope it's gotten better since this morning.
Listen, I have come to a place, and the sad thing is that we prepared this evening's show with some of the Oregon and LSU matchup topics. And, listen, man, I'm not going to be Tristan. The game is daring me to blame EA. I refuse to go there, but man,
we're not built to play the game.
We're
a different era.
I'm just gonna leave it alone, man. Guys, we've got Hesh with us. We're gonna try to kick off an hour show here. We're gonna touch on PBLU as we enter week 9. There are some insane matchups, including that game between LSU and Oregon that did not go LSU's way. We will talk about that and more. Let's go ahead and just check out real quick how the chat looks. Let's hear this. Get him, Hash. Listen, look, man. Let's get to the top. Let's get to the top 25 here real quick. Let's go ahead and dive in here with Hash. Let's go this. Man, I've got to figure out a way to get rid of that. So, guys, going into week 9, we start off with the number 1 team in the nation, and it is not Tristan. It is not the defending champions. Hesh, it's Notre Dame. And before we continue, I'm going to pause here for a little bit because I've made a prediction in PBL that next season, the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings will be in the playoffs. I am loving how Notre Dame right now is playing football. What are your thoughts seeing Trelly here at the top of the rankings this week?
Trelly's my guy, but I'm going to say it's an untested number 1 rank. And I want to say, I don't have anything pulled up, obviously, because I'm sitting outside. I want to say he's already had 3 sims. Maybe 4 of those are sims.
Oh, including the game against UCLA.
UCLA, he got that win. His schedule's tough because you have to put him against Stanford, which is a CPU, and he has to play. There's another rival CPU that he has to play. So I think he's already gotten those out of the way. What happens from here on out, as long as their games are being played, is what we'll see out of Trelly.
Hesh, does the link that I sent you, did the link that I sent you work to invite, maybe to post in the announcement tab if anybody wants to come on the show, or do I need to send a new link?
It's only been 5 minutes. I'm not good enough.
No. I'm because I want to like forget about it. So I'm like, I wonder if that link works. No.
It works. I'll send it out. If anyone does want to join.
So you're not buying Notre Dame.
Daryl said, I mean, it's Navy and Stanford. Notre Dame, he's getting those free 2 wins every year. Up to this point, he hasn't been tested. I'm not saying he doesn't deserve it, but he hasn't been tested, and he needs to be tested.
Let's take a look here. You know what?
Let's take a look at his schedule. Who is he playing?
Let's take a look at his schedule here real quick. We'll break down the remainder of the top 25. But, man, because I'm feeling the complete opposite right now over Trelly's game. Let's take a look here at Notre Dame. Got a victory here over Navy. Okay. Then he played an 0-7 FSU. Got that victory.
No, that was a forced win as well because he's out on personal leave.
Who's Michigan?
Michigan is the GOAT.
He lost to Eaves.
He beat Kiz.
He beat
Florida.
And then this was not played, right?
The only test he's had is Eaves, and he lost.
Does he have the weapons to beat a team like UCLA?
Yeah, I'm not doubting he can. I'm just saying we haven't tested him yet. It's a scheduling thing.
All right, let's go through the rest of the top 25. Hesh and I think, are on complete opposite spectrum here.
Wait, so you're buying that spot?
I'm buying Notre Dame.
You think he's been tested?
I don't think he's been tested. I think sometimes it's unfortunate when you don't have the empirical data to show for it. But I've seen the game evolve. I think what he's running right now is going to work. Is it going to work against Ohio State? I think it's going to work offensively. I think it's going to work defensively. I think Ohio State has the bailout player in his back pocket. I don't know if UCLA, with the way he's playing right now, he's 4-3. He's 4-3.
Two sim losses.
Fair
sim losses, yes.
Who did he lose to?
I would have to go and check. I don't remember. I do remember just giving him 2 sims though. Oh, he lost to Tristan week 2 or something like that.
Okay. I am buying the stock. He did lose 49-45, a close game.
He should have won that game. I feel like Jeremiah Smith, the only two words you got to hear.
Trust me, I've heard the name. I've seen the player. Trust me, my days are not very fond of him.
Until he gets drafted to the Niners.
Yeah, until he gets drafted to the Niners. Bar says, hey, I really enjoy the live stream. Your skills are seriously impressive. I love to be a long-term supporter and hopefully become friends along the way. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you so much, man. If you're cool with it, feel free to reach out to me on Discord, Howard_311. Eaves says, when you're in the top 25, screen just goes to the team and hit. Oh, okay. Thank you, Eaves. Appreciate that. All right. So we got Ohio State dropping from 1 to 2. I believe the computer and the voters in the computer understand that this Ohio State run, this user interest, and it's becoming anticlimactic. People want to see results, and they don't want to see just regular season results. And I think they got it right here, dropping him down to number 2. There is Big D with Oklahoma. What do you think about this one, Hesh? Oklahoma, Big D sitting at 3. Here's what I will say before I get your take on this. We are still in the... You can't use the I'm bored of Madden and I'm bored of college football. It's October. People are still hyped. This is the second or third season. People are still trying to claim a national championship game. This is not the June Goon Award. Big D in Oklahoma sitting at 3. That's impressive.
He is. I played him in lockdown, and it wasn't easy. A lot better than I've given him credit. I know preseason I gave that conference to Jay Sean, and that's a mistake I got to walk back because the way he's using that team, the way he's been playing with them that I've seen, deserving of a 3 seed. And I would put him right there with Jay Sean for that conference.
LSU coming in at number 4. This game already played against Oregon. Oregon all over LSU. We'll break down this game while we break down some of the other key matchups. I want to break down the key matchups more than I want to recap scores, but because this game was this game was completed, we'll touch on this one. How far do you think LSU falls in the rankings after this mollywhopping at the hands of Eaves in Oregon?
So it's only your second loss. I'm going to put you between the 8 and 10 mark, especially since you lost to a top 5 team.
Oregon moves up 2.
They have to move up to at least 3.
You think he leapfrogs Oklahoma?
No. That's it. Yeah, he can leapfrog him, but it really doesn't make a difference.
Oregon with a very, very impressive win over LSU. There is Ollie, who started the season non-ranked, started the season with a victory over Ohio State. He has got the Sun Devils playing absolute gorgeous ball. They sit at 6. Alabama, no movement there as well. They sit at 7. There is Jay Sean moving up 1 spot to that 8 seed, or 8 spot rather. There is Hesh and his Georgia Bulldogs sitting at 4-3. Explain yourself.
Listen. I've had a tough schedule. I don't care what anyone says. I've had to play on the road against some tough dudes. And I'm happy with 4-3, honestly. Clemson, I've always played Clemson. He's always given me trouble. I think up until recently, we've been, back and forth. Lost to the defending champs. I got 2 CPU wins, so really my record should be 2-3. We won't count those. Alabama glitched me. I'm not going to say anything else after. We had a good game. No. Let me tell you, I'm serious. We were back and forth. It was a good game. He didn't glitch me with the quarterback sneak. I actually stopped.
That's what I was. Okay.
He didn't glitch me with that. So we're tied 28-28 at the end of the third. He does this onside kick. And literally, I user the guy to come pick it up. The guy just stands over. It's like Jesus walking over water. He hasn't even touched the football. My other guy comes. They don't touch it at all. And then his guy just comes and touches it. They wouldn't let me actually pick. I'm not saying he did it on purpose, but it felt like it was a glitchy onside kick. I couldn't touch the ball.
An overtime loss. Damn, that is rough, man. That is rough, man.
Take it, though. Having virtually, you're blessed to. You can have 3 or 4 losses and still make the natty or the playoffs.
Let's get through the rest of the ranking here. We've got Devo at North Carolina sitting at 10. Washington.
Big test for him. He's about to play Clemson. Big game for Clemson, too.
Yeah, I mean, this is a big game for Clemson because Clemson's got the record. But North Carolina, who I don't think is the better user in this game, has, and I think that's one of the games we're going to talk about today. They've got the ranking. So, I mean, this is a big game for Hawks. So, big game. We'll talk about. Are any of them streaming? By the way, there's a couple games I want to touch on. I think this is one of them. I want to touch on that the Nebraska-Texas game. Obviously, the Oregon LSU game has been played, and I think there was one more game we'll touch on. So let me know if anybody's streaming, and we'll have it playing in the background.
North Carolina streams all of his games.
Okay, but they're not playing right now, right?
I'll go check. Give me 1 second.
Washington comes in 4 spots up. They move all the way up to 11. UCLA, again, not active. And I mean, Hesh, I guess the question here is, does he risk not playing for a conference championship game and missing the playoffs? If I got to imagine he's going to see that he's losing a little too much here. West with UCLA, they're sitting at 4-3.
Yeah, I think he locks in. The Mariners have been eliminated from the
so he should be locked in.
So he should be locked. I think both of his sims were because he wanted to watch the game. At least one of them was.
He was on vacation last week.
Okay.
Yeah, dude, he says, we play in lockdown this week. Have we advanced? That's going to be a good game. All right, so UCLA dropping outside of the top 10 to 12. There is Cairo.
Daryl said about my comment with the onside kick. He said if the front guy doesn't get an animation, they don't animate at all. So, yeah.
I mean, is there a way to prevent that from happening?
No, you got to let people onside kick. I mean, it's part of the game. It's not like my receivers dropped every open pass or anything like that.
Cairo sits at 5-2 and moving his Auburn Tigers up 3 spots here to 13. We got a computer-led UTEP hanging in there better than some of the players. Right. And here it is, right? Here's Texas, not ranked, moving all the way up to 15. And he's got a big game coming up here against Jay and Nebraska. That's going to be a good one, 15 versus 18. But the game is at Texas, and Hesh, we'll get more into this. Texas has got the guy that is clearly, in my opinion, going to run away with the Heisman and CJ Baxter. We'll get to more on that, and we'll get Hesh's thoughts on this when we preview this game. Marshall, Pittsburgh, Texas Tech belong to absolutely nobody, and they're doing better than some of our users. Clemson, who, again, last week not ranked all the way up to 22. He's got a big game against Devo and number 10 North Carolina. We'll talk about that game here shortly. Then we got Southern Mississippi, Oklahoma State, and Georgia Southern. Let's break down the one game that we wanted to talk about today. There were a couple games here to talk about. Where is the top story? Because the top story kind of does a really good job. I was kind of doing like the show predicated off. There it is right here. So we've got an absolute dominating performance here by Oregon over LSU. We might as well break this one down. I wanted to start this first, though, as if this game had not been played. I think a couple things that we wanted to take a look at here in talking about this game was who the impact player was going to be. I said it was Malik Murphy. There is something interesting about this team, though, when you take a look at it. Malik Murphy just having an outstanding season for Oregon. And again, this game has already been concluded. But looking at it now in hindsight here, let's take a look here. Oh, it's not going to show me the stats. My bad. I wanted to show the stats here of Malik Murphy, man, because the guy has been absolutely balling out this season. What were your thoughts prior to this game? How did you think this game was going to go? What was your prediction? What were you anticipating to see in this game?
If I was a betting man, I would have put money on LSU being at home. That would have been the coin flip decider. But I'm glad I'm not a betting man.
We'll get to the game here, but Malik Murphy was the player that I really focused on here. And you can see it right here, completing 65% of his passes, just went over that 2,000 mark threshold after that game against LSU, 20 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. The guy's absolutely going nuts, but I think the low-key guy here that a lot of people are not talking about when they're talking about Eaves, and I think this guy, if I'm not mistaken, he's in the Heisman race. It's this Khalil Valentine guy right here, man, averaging 6 yards a pop, 99 yards a game, approaching 800 yards here. This is a very, very stacked up Oregon team. And when we take a look at the tail of the tape here, though, Hesh, here is where I started to get a little worried, and I wish I know it's around here somewhere, or maybe it's not. I'm looking for one of these shows it. I'm looking for the tail of the tape between Oregon, and it's not showing up here. But we took a look at the overalls, man, and the overalls for Oregon and LSU, and I think that's where the big difference lies. We're doing a lot better with recruiting this year at LSU. We got about a top 6 program right now, so we should be a lot better than last year. But let's break this game down, man, because it was not fun. I will give my argument on what occurred in this game, an absolute shellacking here at the hands of Oregon on the road. Series starts. I'm driving it on him, and 4th down, I run a bunch tight end, wide receiver drops a wide open pass, no pressure. So I kept pushing back with this. It has nothing to do with the pressure. If it's the pressure, that makes sense. Oh, well, you don't got under throwing pressure, yada yada. That makes sense. What I did not understand were the plays in pivotal downs in which we clearly had an open receiver and balls just sailed. Deuce was here for it. That was the frustrating part of this game. Some of those 4th down conversions, well earned. I even said it. That last one in the 3rd or in the 4th quarter, that was a really big pivotal one, well earned. But that first series, you drop that pass on 4th down, then you got him on another 4th down. You play a cover 2, you bag it up, and the DB dumbs out and it psychologically takes you out of the game. It's an exhausting feeling. That being said, though, 35-7 here, Eaves all over the LSU Tigers. Hopefully Hesh is right and we don't drop in the standings that much. Nate Tuapala, 1 touchdown, 3 INTs, 50% completion. Taking a look here at Oregon, there is Malik Murphy. He was the player impact that I wanted to highlight today. 3 touchdowns, 0 picks. His longest play going for 80 yards. I mean, it was bad, Hesh. It was bad.
Are you happy with 52% completion?
Absolutely not. You got to be at 66 minimum in these games.
Yeah, I'm not
66. Yeah, 66 has to be the floor. When you're breaking these games down here. Let's hold on. We got everybody's talking about in the chat. So hold on. He was on vacation. Yeah, it's an EA glitch. Why you not upgrading your coach? Hesh told me not to yet. I've done everything according to Hesh. And he said, hold on.
You're on the right path.
I'm on the right path.
I'm saving my points too.
He got motivator loaded up. Basic recruiting. We're gonna fill them soon. I'm back at 1. You are, Trelly, and Hesh does not believe in you. I believe in you. I even said this in PBL. I went, he's going to get this thing turned around on next season in PBL, and I think he's making people pay for it in in PBLU. Now, to be fair, you haven't played anybody, so I guess that is the fair argument. The fair argument. Cairo says he's a true freshman. It happens. It was a very, very frustrating game
And
for my quarterback.
Back to Trelly real quick. In the PBL server, I said if he's running Hexy's offense, I'm gonna put him in the natty. I'm just saying, up to this point, it hasn't been tested.
Hexy's offense. That shit ain't work.
Well, we need to get him on here so we can figure out what's wrong. We'll do some film breakdown with him. Maybe he's going to tell you to block that linebacker.
No,
listen, you.
If people would have just caught the ball, I would have won this game. You're not listening to me. Let's get off this game, man. Let's get to another game here. I think this is a really, really good game to keep our eyes on. Number 18, Nebraska. You got Jay going up against Who Got T. Big rivalry game. Game is at Texas. Hesh, I think the better player is Nebraska. Can he overcome Texas Stadium? Can he overcome CJ Baxter, who is just having an out-of-body experience season? And the players are better in Texas. But I think Jay is the better user. Can he overcome it with this caliber team? This isn't Oregon, which is still a high-caliber team at LSU. This is Nebraska, which on the roster is, but he's the better user, in my opinion. Do you agree with that assessment? And can he take down Texas on the road?
I would say he is the better user. He can take down Texas on the road. It's not going to be easy. That front four in Texas is great. They got Colin Simmons to come back. He has Archie Manning. They have a decent linebacker core. If he can run the ball on Texas and he can do a little Deontay with some more class type of offense, control the clock, but still, keep a good pace. I don't see why Nebraska can't win that game.
The tools are there, though, for T to win this game. What do I mean by that? You're going to be at home, right? So you're going to be at home. You've got the better team. You could probably out physical. He's more physical than Nebraska. And then again, if he could get that turnover, we've talked about this all season, get that one turnover and it's over just because of the state of the game. You've got CJ Baxter. Nebraska does it. 966 yards, 8 yards a pop, 14 touchdowns. 12 of those runs have gone over 20 yards. This guy is out of this world right now. If Nebraska has the early turnover and it gives Texas that lead, so we're going score, boom, turnover for whatever reason for Nebraska. Does he win this game, seeing that he is home, seeing that he's got CJ Baxter, and seeing that he's got the better squad? Does one turnover do it?
I don't think one turnover does it. I think for Nebraska, Texas has speed. Does Nebraska have the speed at the outside with the DBs and the safety to match that? Because I know T, I've played with him for 4 or 5 years now, probably a little longer, and the dude loves the deep ball, probably more than I do. He loves that deep ball. He will live and die by it. So I'm kind of surprised that he's actually running the ball this much.
I mean, he's got 90. He's got 86. Does he have tall guys 6 feet, 6 feet and 90? I guess. I mean, he's got a boy right here though. He's got 6'4" right here. Bly Hill. Hope I'm saying his name right.
Yeah, you can be 8 feet, but if you're at 86 speed, it don't matter.
Does it get the animation that Madden gets on the tall guys like that?
Unless he can jump vertically like 60 yards. The Texas receiver, he has Wingo, who's probably a 99. Those guys are going to be downfield before that.
He's got to get to them then. He needs to have a really good rush scheme. I mean, this is a perfect corner right here, though. Alex Russ, 6'2", 94 on the speed. The overall's not the best, but I mean, if he can figure out a way to match him up, yeah, he's a freshman. I mean, it's a really good stat line there for a freshman. So, but CJ Baxter, he might be too much. So give me a final in this one. Who are you taking? Are you taking Nebraska, or are you taking CJ Baxter and the Longhorns in this one?
I'll take Nebraska with the upset.
Yeah, I think you're. I think we are on pace. Speaking of the Heisman watch, there is CJ Baxter again. Last week, check the stats out. Man, 183 on the yard. You just talked about it right now. You know that he likes to throw the ball. Well, he gave you a little bit of that as well. 183, 11 yards a pop with 2 rushing touchdowns. That got followed up by 168 yards catching out of the backfield and 2 touchdowns receiving. I mean, this guy nearly went. Well, I mean, he went over 300 yards of all-purpose yards. I mean, the guy is cracked out of his mind. There's Taylor Tatum. I mean, I'm a little concerned here. What am I going to get here when I play Deuce and Lockdown here, man? Taylor Tatum, number 3, and it is a list of all running backs. He's having a nice little game. Not the best game against Florida State. Not sure if he played that game because you're saying Florida State is kind of on autopilot right now. So if this was autopilot stats, that makes sense. 12 carries, 64 yards, averaging a little over 5 yards a pop. Ahmad Hardy, who's got Penn State?
Blaze.
Oh, Blaze has got him. Yeah, he's having a
Blaze
nice year
just
right
went
there.
unranked.
Oh, wow.
I took him out the last game. It was a close one, but that dropped him out of the top 25.
Jeez,
So,
Ahmad Hardy, though, at least there's a highlight there with him. He's having oh, man, look at those stat lines against Georgia. Yeah, he won't be winning the Heisman. 5 carries, -1 yards. Negative.
hey,
It's not even worth talking about. Speaking of Georgia, there is Hesh's Isaac Brown, 15 carries, 34 yards, and a rushing touchdown. 41 yards and 20 yards on it.
Yeah, and he kept running. I think he was running the Texas 4-man or the Texas 2-man. He was running one of those stunts. And every single time I ran it, his DN that was coming in would tackle my running back. It was like no one was guarding him.
And we just talked about it right now. There's Eaves and Khalil Valentine, running back. I mean, he just, again, 102 yards against Tennessee. Don't think he had that big of a game against LSU, but still good enough for the victory. But 15 carries, 102 yards last week with 2 rushing touchdowns and 2 catches out of the backfield for 11 yards. Let's look at some.
Can you do me one favor? Can you look at Baxter's receiving yards, where he ranks on the team? Because I think the last game he had like 168 receiving yards as well.
Jesus.
So
yeah,
if Texas,
he is.
If I'm an opponent and I see that my opponent is rushing that much and passing that much to the halfback, that's a good thing for me.
I mean, he's got 400 yards. He's going to him, right now. I mean, he's got Wingo, obviously, with 640. He's got another receiver here in French. Yeah, I mean, he's his 3rd best receiver on the squad right now with 15 catches. I mean, well, he doesn't lead in he's not 3rd in catches, but he's 3rd in yards, and he's 3rd in touchdowns as well.
He goes to him enough.
Goes to him enough. Yep. Goes to him enough. Let's take a look at some of these other key matchups. We've got some really, really good games here. Help me. I'm going to leave this one up to you here. Let's wait for that one. Talk to me about this game between Twinks and Washington and UCLA. When I first saw it, I went, again, if he's going to play his game, UCLA is going to run with it. Does Washington have a chance here?
He has a chance until kickoff.
Okay, so it's okay. Okay. So let's.
Washington's a good player. I mean, he made it to the semis last year. I just don't think he has what it takes to beat UCLA.
It's looking like a fair sim, says Eaves.
Eaves, get on here and come talk your smack, man. Come in here.
There's nothing to talk about. He knows what happened. Listen, he can't talk smack because he knows he's gonna have to see me in that ACC championship game. He knows he ain't seeing nobody else.
Even about the game.
Nah, he would have said something if he knows he knocked me out of the AC, but he knows that ain't going nowhere. That ain't happening. Well, hold on, let me make sure of that. Let's take a look at the conference standings real quick before we go to our next matchup. Yeah, there we go. LSU 2-1. Oregon's gonna go to 4-0. And Washington's 2-0. Oh, wow. Trelly is in the ACC too? So is West, but West is 1-2. I love it. Why y'all put me in this conference, bro? I didn't know I had Trelly and West in here.
It was randomized.
That's all right. That's all right. West ain't paying attention. West ain't paying attention. Let's take a look at who. What else do we got here? Big 12, Oklahoma sitting at 5-0. He is running through the conference right there. Next best record, you've got a mix up here between USC, Texas, and Jay Sean in South Carolina. Big 10, a couple guys unbeaten. There's Ollie sitting at 3-0, North Carolina sitting at 3-0, Clemson sitting at 3-0. And then the SEC has got Ohio State sitting at 2-0 in the conference play, locked up with who's got Alabama? Dawes, right?
Dawes, yeah.
All right, sitting at 2-0. There's Georgia at 3-1. There's some tight races in the conference. Well, if that game's gonna suck, let's talk about then the last game that I wanted to talk about here, which was we did Oregon, LSU, Clemson, and North Carolina. Is this a fake top 10 ranking here for D? Like, I know Devo, great guy. You want him in your leagues again, but I mean, is he really? I'm going to be disrespectful here. Is he even top 25?
Yes, I think so. I think he has a roster issue. And the one thing he didn't do that he should have done last year is get himself a quarterback, because Gio Lopez is not it. The dude, your quarterback, your freshman quarterback, what's his name? Tulalupu or something like that?
Uh-huh.
He is a Hall of Famer compared to Gio Lopez. So I think that's what's really holding him back. He plays a really simple game. He's just looking to move the ball down. He runs route combos that you don't really see a lot of guys run, but he's effective. He moves it down. It's just his quarterback sucks. Flat out.
Let's take a look at this UNC roster here. There's too many damn college teams. Where the? Oh, is it? Damn it. We got to go to North Carolina. Sorry about that. My fault. We'll do PBL tomorrow, guys, because Washington is available to play now, and I got to get my game in. So once we're done here with PBLU, we'll do that, and then we'll do PBL tomorrow, probably with Gripe. All right, so let's take a look at this quarterback. 87. And throwing power is not at the threshold. That sucks. What's his throwing under power? 79 under pressure? Yeah, this guy's trash.
He's garbage.
But he streams everything. He didn't allocate points to this?
You can't, because he's an actual player. You can only do it for freshmen. And that's why I was saying he never brought in an actual freshman. Not a red shirt. It has to be an actual freshman.
Wow. Trelly says, I still don't have one as well. We're just running the out of the ball. Dude says he's got a decent switch stick. He was my only loss so far. Wait, who was your only loss so far?
UNC is not that bad, I'm telling you.
I play him right now in PBL, so you stick around. We'll end the stream and then we'll head over there. He's got Washington, Lions, Vikings, still fighting for a glimpse of playoff possibilities. So yeah, so I mean, that's those are the games that I'm interested in. Hopefully we could call a couple of them. How far away are we from the first playoff bracket? We're in week 9. So what?
It should be next week.
Next week. All right. Anything else to add here, Hesh, before we sign off?
Are we done?
Yeah, I think we got to be done. Well, there's Eaves. Hold on. We'll bring in Eaves here for the last few minutes here, because I got to get my game in. We got to be off by 10. There's
what's going on?
I mean,
what's going on?
I can't beat nobody with that damn game setup right there. God dang.
What's going on?
What's going on, man?
What's
Eaves,
up, man?
Talk to me about our game, bro. What did you go into this game expecting? Where were you able to capitalize on it? You converted like crazy on some pivotal fourth downs.
Nah, you're right. You're right. When your quarterback missed the easy fourth down play, I was like, okay, I'm just going to blitz you all game, because I figured he could make under pressure throws. So I made it pretty easy with my defensive scheme once I saw that he was not going to be making key throws early on. So that was my game plan. Once I saw he's missing easy throws, I was like, yeah, that's the plan, is just to put you in a lot of pressure situations after that point.
It was frustrating. You did a great job with that. So I mean, it was nuts. Talk to us a little bit about your quarterback, your running back. We highlighted Malik as the player impact for this week. But you got yourself a nice little running back there who's nominated for the Heisman. Who really is kind of like your go-to guy? You know, how do you feel playing with both of those guys right now? Because they both have to be a privilege to have on your squad right now.
I'm surprised no one went after Malik in the transfer portal. So I got lucky that I didn't have to battle anybody to get him. So he fell into my lap in the transfer portal. So I got lucky there. But no, I just take what the defense gives, man. I was like Hesh says, he knows I'm a run first guy. So I like to run the ball first. But you know, if you're gonna give me a couple slants of, you know, drags, whatnot, I'm gonna try to pass the ball as well. But I'm always gonna be a run first guy and play good defense. That's always the game plan.
Let's take a look here at this Oregon schedule. Should probably battle for that 4 spot or that 3 spot next advance.
Ollie, let's go back to that Arizona. Ollie knows that should be an L for him. I had 2 lag kicks. I had the ball on a 3-yard line, and I had the field goal to win the game. And he got lucky that I had a lag spike, and he won in overtime because I missed another lag kick to tie the game. So
how
he
does
got
that happen, though,
bro.
man?
I don't know, but Ollie knows. He went to the chat after the game. He got the W, but he knows what happened. He knows what happened.
This wasn't like the long snapper thing that's happening in Madden that like cost Mexi a game.
Bro,
in PBL.
I hit the button twice and my meter went red bar and it went straight to the left on both kicks. So I don't know what the hell happens. I don't know if my controller needs to be replugged in, but I want that rematch with him.
Oh man, Ollie's playing good, man.
No, he's good. He's good.
Ollie's playing real good.
Hey,
right
Huss,
now.
we need to get you a mic like his.
Well, I've got a stand.
Oh, okay.
I've got a stand. This was $137 mic. Shit, I'm buying none. All right, let's take a look at the rest of this Oregon schedule here as we prepare to end this regular season. Let's see who he's got here. So he's got Washington. I mean, look, he's gonna go in as the favorite here against. This is Twinks again, right, Hesh?
Yeah.
He's gonna go in there now. Okay, now here. So this is one of those weird
game. Me and Big D was that big game.
Yeah, this is one of those weird ones though. And then he gets Miami, who's not playing right now, but then he ends it with West. So that Oklahoma game. Well, here let's get your thoughts on both of those games. Going into that Oklahoma game, you're just saying it right now. You're saying all the right things, but I don't know if people are respecting D enough to where they think that this is going to be a good game.
We played last year and we went down to the wire. So we played last year as well in this league. So no, I know it's going to be a tough game.
And then obviously 2 weeks after that, you get the Miami Kiss Tech win, which is always a blessing to see Kiss Tech on your schedule. And he's probably not even playing it right now. So then you get West, and the way that West is kind of propped it right now, he's 4-3. He's on the cusp of missing a conference championship game. He's on the cusp of not making the playoffs. You're probably, if he does have a chance, you're probably going to get a top tier UCLA effort here from West. Have you played West? What are your thoughts going into this?
Oh no, he beat me last year. He blew the socks off me last year. But I have to have my defense. It's tough when I play a guy for the first time because I don't know tendencies. But now I know that he's a switch stick demon, and I know what to expect next time. I'm not going to say I'm not guaranteed a W, but I know, just like Ollie blew the socks off me last year, and this time I had him this game. So I just got to get my scouting report on people that I've never played before.
Have you won any natties yet this year?
Not in this league, no. And Flexi, I've got a couple.
You won it in Flexi?
Yeah. This
year?
I got 2. We got back-to-back the last 2 seasons.
Who'd you play in both of them?
Played Florida State, which is G-Boy, and who did I play? I played Hesh. I played Hesh in the first one.
No, you played me in the semis.
Oh, semis? Okay, but I thought I played you. Who did I play?
I didn't finish year 3, so I don't remember who you played.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I left.
I can't remember who I played. I think it was I can't remember.
It wasn't G-Boy again?
No, G Boy didn't make the second time. Who was LSU when you left? I can't remember who that is.
Trelly
Or was
or Crispy?
yeah, Crispy. Yeah, it was Crispy.
Let me see here. Now I gotta take a look at my damn. I didn't realize we're kind of like at the back end of this damn thing. All right, so I got West next week. I get Ole Miss, then I get oh yeah, okay. So I could, if I can manage to get some wins, I'll stick around in the top 10. I'll stick around in the top 10.
You can afford to I think take 4 L's and then you still fine. I really do. Hey, I just want to say one thing.
Yeah.
You made a comment about Kiz in Miami, Kiz Tech. He's literally the one guy who is still making an effort to play his games.
He does.
Exactly. He does.
He gets his butt beat, but GG's, and he still keeps going. So shout out to him.
And he's improved this year. I know it's not showing right now, but I think he beat Gripe in PBL. Like
he's more of a Madden guy.
That's true. That's true. All right, I got to get ready for my game here. So I got to get off StreamYard because I got to then get on Twitch so I can get ready to play this game. Eaves, we got to do this more. You need to join us for a longer show, especially with that nice setup. You look all damn professional with that one. God dang. Hash is in some freaking cave somewhere in Texas. I don't know why he's always in some dark, damp looking ass place.
I'm sitting outside.
As always. All right, boys. As always, hope you guys enjoyed the show, man. We will try to do better next time. Stick around. I'm going to upload here real quick and get my PBL game versus Devo, who's got North Carolina here and has a big game against Hawk coming up. See you guys on the next show. Bye-bye.
Yes, sir.